Y'all already know I'm Janiyah. Meet Zoe. Hey. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Zoe. I'm a sophomore. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I have a YouTube channel. I'm a freshman.
Yeah, go ahead and check her YouTube channel out as well. We are gonna do a girl talk video on her channel, so make sure y'all check that out after this video or before this video. Doesn't matter. Just make sure you do it. So we are eating Chick-fil-A, y'all. We got Chick-fil-A from the MSC at our school at PV. I don't like the Chick-fil-A, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. It gives me very much fake Chick-fil-A, but that's my opinion. And they be upcharging.
Y'all, if y'all know me, y'all know I Chick-fil-A. So the disrespect right here.
Not the disrespect, but that's that. So we finna eat this Chick-fil-A.
Y'all, and I also asked my Instagram people for some questions, and they came through. If you want to go one and then one, you just go back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the first questions was, do you regret ever going to PV, or are you happy with the decision you made? I wouldn't say I regret going to PV. I would say I'm pretty sure I should have been more thoughtful when it came to my options and to all the other schools that I had got applied to, instead of being so quick with you know, just jumping and going ahead and be like, oh yes, let me go to PV. I should have been more, you know, observant on the other schools that were out there. So that's my opinion. What you think?
No, I don't regret it. PV and Clark was my only choice. I only applied to Clark and PV. I knew I was going to HBCU, so I didn't apply to nothing in California. If you didn't know, I'm from California, so I didn't want to stay in California. So yeah, PV's cool. I like it so far. It's whatever. I mean, it's HBCU. You can't expect too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it said, was PV your top choice? Did they give scholarships or anything that influenced your decision? Not really. I mean, yeah, it was, no, Clark was my top choice. I was gonna go to Clark. That was like my first, didn't even care about PV. And then some shit happened with that, so I was like, okay, let me just go to PV. So I mean, yeah, it was my top choice. Anything influenced me? No. Only it was HBCU, so that's all.
I think for me, like, nothing influenced me to go to PV. You just know, like, when you apply to all them schools and they be asking for all that paperwork and stuff.
Bro.
PV was probably like PV was like the fastest school that would, well, I believe they were maybe the first school that accepted me, and they was the fastest school to give me an offer on like how much I would get for FAFSA and everything. So I was just like, I'm gonna just go ahead and go with PV. But nothing like really influenced me, like no scholarships. I didn't even know I would have a scholarship. Well, I didn't know I would get like this one specific scholarship until I started going to PV. So it wasn't like I knew beforehand.
I didn't use no scholarship or none of that.
Girl, did you apply for us?
Hell no.
Why?
That's too much work. I can't.
All you do is just click, and you just submit. You don't even have to fill them out or nothing.
I can't go. Too much work.
So another question was, how long did it take to adjust to living in the dorms / away from home?
I got that same question.
I don't feel like it took me that long to adjust from staying in a dorm, you know, compared to being at home, just because I don't really have like an attachment to where like I was like, oh my god, I'm so homesick and this, that, and the third. Like, it's okay to be homesick, but my home is only like 3.5 hours away. Like, that's that. Like,
true.
And plus my one friend, she from Dallas, she go home every weekend. So to me, I wasn't really very much homesick, because I knew if I ever felt homesick, I could just get in my little car and go drive. So
I don't know. I've always been independent, so like transferring was really not that big a deal. It was like, I'm gonna just do the same shit I was doing at home here. So it really wasn't like a adjustment, I would say. I mean, it was easy. I think
it was just a lot more freedom.
Yeah, and that's what I like. I like doing my own shit. So once I came out here, I was like, yeah, let me really get on my shit. But yeah, it wasn't that bad as people make it seem.
Yeah.
Somebody said, what's your majors? I'm sociology major.
Business management.
That's easy.
Someone asked, how come y'all never bumped into each other? I just feel like Well, PV is a very much of a big campus.
Yes.
Like, every building has like its own thing. Like, you know, you have your business and agriculture building. You have, you know, the science building, architect building, etc. So, I mean, and plus I don't go to the MSC as much. I'm pretty sure you don't go to the MSC as much. So, and plus you're a cheerleader. I don't do anything. We're just two different lives, but we're still PV students. We're just not gonna run into each other. And plus, I'm a freshman. You say you're a sophomore, and I stay in the UC, which is freshman living. So really, all I see are freshmen. You probably see older people.
Yeah.
But do you see like the same faces every day?
Not really. I mean, when I go to Chick-fil-A, I see the same workers, but that's about it. I don't go out, y'all. If y'all know me, I do not leave my room. If I'm leaving my room, I'm going off campus. So I'm not around the campus at all, unless it's with cheer. Other than that, I'm not going outside.
Well, y'all know I go to the events. Well, I mean, only event I went to for real was Spring Fest, and that wasn't really like on campus. It was more of off campus.
Yeah, I'm not the party person. I mean, I go to them, but like, I'd rather be doing something else. It says, how do you balance school with YouTube? To me, I'm a little lazy, y'all. So when it comes to like editing, it be so time consuming. And it's just, I mean, how I balance it, I don't know, just plan it and just get your shit done, I guess. I don't know. School's not that hard to me, so I just do school, finish that, YouTube. That's really about it.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like, PV, I feel like PV is a very much of an easy school. Like, I know a lot of freshmen that failed every class first semester and they were still able to enroll for second semester because I don't know why. I don't know. But PV gave them a second chance. They just felt like you need a second chance. So I feel like PV is just a very easy school, which that does come with a lot of problems because a lot of people, I mean, you really don't have to put in a lot of effort to, you know, go to PV. Like, you don't really, your grades don't have to be that good. You only need like a 2.0, a 2.5, and that right there is like what, B's and C's or all C's or something. So you really don't have to put in a lot of effort, which that also does come with there being people that really don't care too much about school, but they're still here just for the experience. But that, I forgot, what's the question? Like I was saying, PV is just a very easy school, so it's not really that hard to like balance school with something else just because it's like you don't have to put in that much effort to go here. It's very easy. It's very easy. Like
Classes,
everyone's easy. Like teachers barely show up. Like, and I don't know if that's with all colleges. I hope it's with all colleges, but you know, PV, especially like specifically, teachers barely show up. All finals be online, so you already know what that comes with. So you know.
Well, me, I gotta balance school, cheer, and YouTube. Cheer probably takes up most of my time more than school, honestly. Cause class is easy, like I said, homework easy, but cheer, it's like you really gotta be there and do shit. So, I mean, as long as you plan and you get your shit done, you should be good.
The question is advice on dating here. I don't recommend it.
Not at all.
I don't recommend it because first off, the ratio is like what, 8 to 1. So like every 8 females, there's like one guy.
True.
So it's not pretty much that many guys at PV. It's just a lot of females here because PV is like really good when it comes to nursing. So true. I would say like if you're trying to be a nursing major, I would recommend coming to PV just because the nursing industry, or you know, is like good and all.
I don't think like right now is the time to be dating, especially with the boys here. They just ready to come here and just talk to everybody and be on some whole shit. So I don't think dating right now is what you should be working on. But if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But I wouldn't recommend it. Not saying they're all bad, but
yeah, majority, have your fun. Have your fun for sure. Because people do like try to say like, oh, you'll find your lover and you'll find your true friends in college and stuff, which is true. But I feel like when it comes to your lover, you won't find that person in college until like junior year.
Literally, though.
Senior year, because freshman and sophomore year, we're still young, we're still experiencing life, having our fun. Like, it's college. We want to be outside at every party, at every event. We're not worried about someone being on our line like, oh no, don't go there, or oh no, don't do this. So
yeah. I would agree. Somebody said, what was your favorite PV moment or cheer moment? You want to go first?
My PV moment,
mine would have to be freshman year. My freshman year was fun.
Yeah, freshman year. I mean, well, the whole year. I don't have like a specific moment. I would say like maybe Spring Fest, because y'all know like the beginning of my freshman year, I was in a relationship damn near.
Ooh.
And so like, you know, I wasn't really doing much. I was just always with the person I was with in my relationship. So I felt like once second semester came and I was actually out, enjoying myself, I actually definitely did enjoy PV a lot more, and you know, was like liking the environment and the people and stuff. So Springfest, I definitely enjoyed Springfest the most, which I feel like that was like the only time when I really included myself into events that was happening at school. So yeah.
My freshman year was only fun because my friend J-Rock and Sydney, shout out to them, because they made my freshman year the funnest thing. We would be on some spontaneous shit, some adventurous shit, doing shit every fucking day for no reason, and that shit just made it fun. So yeah, that's why my freshman year was the funnest year. Now I'm just like mellowed out, like I don't really do shit no more.
But that's the thing, because I feel like a lot of juniors that I've talked to, they don't go to no parties. They don't be on campus. They go to class, and anything that they do that's adventurous, spontaneous, whatever, it'll be in Houston, which is an hour from the campus. So like, again, as you get older, junior, senior, I feel like if you're a senior and you're still going to like events and stuff, I kind of do look at it like, why are you still here? Like, I feel like parties is more for like freshmen, sophomores. I feel like once you get to 21, you should be in the club because you're legal. Like,
right.
I know my junior year, I won't be at no parties for real no more. Like, I'm gonna be like, if it's a popping party where it's like, yes, you have to be there, I'm gonna be there. But if it's just like a regular old party that's like nothing for, I'm not gonna go, because at every party they're playing the same music, same hoes be shaking ass. Like, it's nothing different for real, except for the environment, what people's wearing, and right, you know, the vibe. So
back to cheer. Probably favorite moment, anything that has to do with the traveling. That's my favorite thing. Going on the bus and driving to Alabama, Louisiana, that's what I like to do. So yeah, that's probably my favorite moment of cheer. Somebody said the food good.
I was just saying earlier, I like to eat my meal. When I eat my meal, I don't never think about, oh, let me pick up some salt and pepper and what is it, black pepper, to make it taste a little better. At the cafeteria food, you have to pick that up just so it'll have a little flavor, because it smells funny, it look funny, like, ugh, I wish I had a picture to just upload it right there, because
but it's school food, y'all. You gotta remember, it's school food. It's not gonna be like gourmet, luxurious. So
yeah,
I mean, it's decent. You know, it's edible.
Yeah.
But you know, it can be better. But again, it's school. So yeah, I mean, Chick-fil-A. You gonna see me at Chick-fil-A every day. So that's my food.
And then I don't like how they give us regular silverware. That's kind of like unsanitary to me. I feel like you should be given plastic silverware. I don't like the regular
and it's
silverware.
Probably not even really clean, if we're being honest.
Yeah. Okay, advantages and disadvantages of the UC. Did you ever live in the UC?
Mm-hmm. I live in 48.
48?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I live in 40. So, staying in the UC, disadvantage? I don't know if the UC really had any disadvantages, because, you know, we still live our life. We don't get like as much company, like visitation rules. My building, for the longest, we had to boot my RLC out anyway. So She wasn't giving us no visitation, not even same-sex visitation, y'all. Like, we couldn't have nobody.
We was for sure sneaking people in.
Yeah, you sneak people in, but like, would you really want to sneak somebody in that's like half the size of a bathroom or something? Like,
true. Disadvantage, privacy. I was on A, that was close to the door. No doors, no nothing. I don't like people walking in my space. And it be low-key awkward because, like, you got to speak, but, like, you chilling in the bed. It's like, I don't want to talk to you right now. So it's just, that's probably the disadvantage, I would say. It's like, you got to really be in people's space, and I don't like that.
But I do like how the UC is set up, because most freshman living places is like, if I raise my head up off of my pillow in my bed, I can see the person, I can see my roommate right next to me sleep. At PV, like, you had your space because the bathroom was between your side and the other side, so you couldn't necessarily see your roommate sleeping or anything. Like, that's weird, especially if you have a random roommate. Like, you don't know if they watch you or you see this stuff. So PV definitely gave some privacy with that. But yeah, I can't really think of like too many disadvantages.
The refrigerator, too small.
And then the refrigerator, I don't know if it was just my fridge, barely used to get cold. Like,
it wasn't doing it.
Yeah, couldn't have no meals for real.
I kid you not, it's about this big. Like, what are we fitting in here? Like, what are we eating for real? We're not eating anything.
Bro, it was crazy, but we was making it work. We was making it work.
True. So it's a really humbling experience to live in the UC, I would say.
But I would also say that PV tries to make it seem like you have to live in the UC. You do not have to live in the UC. If you would like to live in the square, or if you would like to live in the University Village, go ahead and apply there and try to do that. I would just say, like, the advantage of living in the UC, you definitely do meet people. Because I would just go sit outside and make conversation with people, and boom, there you go, one friend. So it was really easy with meeting people.
Somebody said, is it a good school? Like, honestly, yeah, it's a great school. I don't know. I mean, it ain't like terrible, but like, it ain't the best.
Everybody has like a different perspective when it comes to PV. Like, not everyone is gonna have the same perspective. I would say, like, the people here are definitely gives very much high school still, especially being a freshman. Like I said in the beginning, PV does make it very easy for people who aren't very serious about school being able to go here, just because, you know, you don't have to put in a lot of effort.
And it's not a bad looking school. Like, it's not terrible. Like, the buildings is fine. The living situation is cool.
They need to renovate.
Right. It can be better for sure, but like, it ain't shitty though. So yeah, I would say that.
So one person asked, having a car freshman year. Let me tell you, so I didn't know that you couldn't park anywhere. First semester, I racked up like $335 of tickets.
Oh, you was everywhere.
No, I was in the library lot.
Right.
Because, you know, I stay in building 40. So I used to park in the library lot. I didn't know library lot we couldn't park there. And after every ticket you get, it would go up $10. So I believe a ticket will start off at like $75. So that's the first ticket. Next ticket, $85. After that, $95. So it would just go up and up some more. I don't know if I would recommend having a car. I low-key do, because PV is in the country. Like, if you want to get to the nearest
food place, literally,
you would have to drive 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Like, Walmart barely has anything. Like, doesn't even have frozen food.
That's the ghetto Walmart. I would not even shop there. Like, I'm going all the way to Cypress to Target or some shit, because I'm not going to that Walmart. Yeah. But I would honestly recommend it, because knowing how I am, staying on this campus and being like, so like,
you're gonna be bored.
Exactly. I can't.
And you don't want to depend on people for rides, because you never know how, like, another person thinks. Other people probably thinking, like, dang, like,
this bitch keep asking me. Yeah, you have to pay. Like, every lot you have to pay for. So if you live in the UC, you can only park there. That's the only con, I would say. But no, I would for sure recommend getting your car, because, again, depending on somebody, I'm not doing it. And being able to just get up and go where you want to go whenever, that's the shit I like. So I would for sure recommend having your car. Because I'll be out of here, y'all. I do not stay on campus at all. I'm hungry, I'm going off campus. But where I be going to Cypress. That's like 20 minutes
25.
away.
But Cypress got like Zaxby's, Wendy's,
Olive
Chipotle,
Garden, all that shit.
Yeah, it got all the good stuff. Okay, so you're gonna have to drive.
Are your classes in person? Yes, they are this year. Last year I had all online. I made it that way because I didn't want to go to class. My freshman year everything's online. My sophomore year, my first half was online too because, again, I don't like going to class. But this time I didn't have the option to because all the classes I needed was in person. So I went in person. It wasn't that bad, honestly. I thought it was going to be a lot, but again, school's easy, so it wasn't that bad to me.
With me, first semester, I believe all of my classes were in person. I only had 4 classes. So all of them was in person, but this semester I had 5 classes. I got 3 in person and 2 online. But I also took a mini-mester as well. Mm-hmm. So I definitely recommend taking mini-mesters.
Do your professors post a lot of assignments? Honestly, no. I keep saying this, but like, y'all, the schoolwork is easy. Like, maybe just because it's my major. My major doesn't like have a lot of work, I guess. But yeah, it's not, they don't post that much. I would say you have like 1 to 3 assignments a week. But I will say, once you're done one, you got another one coming, so it's gonna be back to back. But yes, it's not a lot.
And I just seen a post today. The post said you failed one assignment, you just gotta get over it because you got another assignment due at 11:59 the next day or something like that. But it's literally true. Like, you cannot sit and be like, oh my god, I just failed this, because now you have another assignment to think about and you want to pass that. But
or an exam, honestly. You fail an exam, fuck it, go to the next one.
Yeah, but I do not get a lot of assignments. But it also depends on the teacher again. Like, if your teacher really does not care, they're not going to give you assignments like that.
Y'all, if y'all haven't had a cookie from Chick-fil-A, I put you on. Best cookies.
Okay, get this out your head. If you think PV is a party school, if you think you finna come here and it's going to be a party every day, it's not like that. Like, if you're looking for that, go to TSU, go to Texas Southern, because they're gonna party. I remember the first week of PB and the Wi-Fi is going out on me. I'm over here on Instagram. I see TSU, they're having them silent parties with the headphones, and I'm like, okay, like, PB, what's going on? Like, you got the Wi-Fi tripping. Where the party at?
Y'all, it was, the Wi-Fi went out. No, nothing. I'm sitting in my room like, what I'm finna do? I start reading a book. I don't ever read no book, but I'm like, what the is going on? I had nothing to do, y'all. No internet, no TV, no nothing. Just plain sitting in the room. Somebody said, did you have to start studying when you went to college? Y'all, I don't study at all.
I don't study.
I am not the study person. Never been a study person. Unless it's like definitions and I got like memorized, then okay, I'll study. But if it's like read a book, I'm not doing it. I'll just wing it because I can't do this.
Yeah, first semester I took financial planning. That was the only class I studied for because, like, literally I needed to pass that class. It was no cheating. It was no nothing. Like, you had to know what you were doing. So, yeah, I definitely was studying for that class. Definitely was doing everything I had to do for that class. But every other class is, I wouldn't say it's common sense, but it's like, it's not that hard to grasp to where you need to study. Like, if you go to class and if you actually engage and listen and, you know, then I wouldn't say you would need to memorize the material. I've talked to a junior before and she told me she ain't studied since freshman year, so.
Not freshman year.
Yeah. Tips for incoming freshmen.
Got that question too. Honestly, like I said, just go out, get out, talk to people.
Yeah, I've heard of a lot of people just sitting in their room and just, you know, not being social, which, again, I feel like to have the full-on college experience, you need to go out. You need to, you know, put yourself in an uncomfortable position to, you know, meet people. Not uncomfortable position, but, you know, you just got to do things that you're not used to doing, and that, like, makes your experience, I would say. But definitely incoming freshmen, I'm not too sure if y'all will have Panther Camp anymore. I thought they said they're getting rid of it.
They shouldn't. That's like a tradition.
But will I know after PV? I know after my class they're not gonna have the step no more, or the stance.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So, you know, if you're thinking of going to PV now, I'm not too sure if y'all are gonna have Panther Camp anymore. Y'all can correct me on that if y'all want, because I'm not even too sure for real. But if y'all do have Panther Camp, I definitely say, like, engage in it. I did not engage into my Panther Camp just because I was not fooling with the waking up at 6 a.m. and
I didn't even go, y'all. I came again because I'm from California, so I was like, fuck that, I'm not going. I'll just come the week after. So I didn't even go to that. So I don't think you need it, but I would say if you have it, go to it. You know,
but a lot of people that went to Panther Camp, they've stuck with them people that they met during Panther Camp and been with them people ever since. So, you know, Panther Camp is definitely a good experience because you're out, you know, with your building sisters. You know, I'm not even gonna kid to you. I do call my building sisters because them is my building sisters. So, you know, you're gonna be out with your building sisters, meeting them at the same time while you're over here meeting other people in different buildings. So,
and people really go hard for their buildings.
Yeah, definitely. They be like, right. That's what I am. This my, well,
I don't remember mine. They be really, like, the niggas really be like, like, it's low-key gangbanging, like, they be so serious.
And the ones with the, like, the 30 buildings, theirs be like Trey
9 or some shit like that.
Yeah, Trey 9.
Something. Somebody said, what is the hardest part about being in college? Probably, to me, it's not hard because I just learned how to adjust well. But for somebody else, I feel like maybe like the staying on top of your shit, maybe, because it can get real easy to get distracted. Again, the parties, the school life, the independency, you can, like, you know, distract yourself. But yeah, I don't think it's really that hard. As long as you prioritize your shit and just go along with that, you should be fine.
Yeah. Because I don't want us to make it sound like college, you don't need to have a schedule. Like, you're going to have so much free time on your hands. Like, you're going to have free time, but I still would say, like, at the same time, make a schedule for yourself and, you know, plan things out. Because you never know, like, your teacher could email you out of nowhere saying, oh, you know, gotta do this or gotta do that. And now you're going to have to adjust and make things work and stuff.
What's your favorite thing about PV? Me, the cheer team, honestly.
My favorite, okay, so I don't play no sports. I'm not in no organizations or anything. But I would say my favorite thing about PV.
People?
I don't know. Maybe people. I mean, the people, I've met all different kinds of people, y'all. I've met people that were envious. I've met pure people. I've met weird people. So, I don't really know. But, like, I would say, like, I like that I came to PV and it taught me how to be, like, a little bit more independent. It kind of taught me to, like, actually think of my actions before doing them. Like, you know, that's what I'm going to say now. But
you love
beforehand, yeah. It definitely put a little bit more growth into my spirit. But I say, like, any school could do that. I don't really know, like, for real, anything, like, fun at PV. Or what I enjoyed at PV. Someone said, how easy did you find your way around campus the first week?
Hell nah. It's too damn big, y'all. Like, the campus is too many places, too many different things. Like, and people don't really know nothing either. Like, I'll go ask somebody, he's like, oh, I don't know. So, you really just gotta figure it out on your own.
Yeah, but luckily they do have, like, a campus app where, you know, you can... If you don't know where you're going, it's basically like Google Maps, you know, stuff like that.
That's what I be using.
Yeah, but once I knew where the MSC was, I think, like, that kind of helped me into knowing where everything else was.
That's the heart of, like, the school.
Yeah,
like,
the MSC. So, you know.
Somebody said, do you talk to your roommates much, or is it weirdly awkward? I do not. My freshman year, I didn't really talk to her. We would have, like, random, like, deep conversations, which was so weird. Like, we wouldn't talk for, like, a week, and then next thing you know, we up at 3 in the morning talking about some deep-ass shit. I'm like, talk with you, but, like, I'm probably not gonna talk to you tomorrow, but I fuck with you right now. But, yeah, that's how me and her was. This year, we was cool at the beginning. Like, we would hang out, and then we just slowly just, like, realized we're not, like, friends, so we just all just went our separate ways. But we all did it mutually, so it wasn't like somebody was, like, didn't know. But yeah, we say hi and bye. That's about it, you know. But
yeah, that's the same with me and my roommate. We say hi and bye. My roommate, luckily, I had my cousin, but me and my cousin were two different people. We still hung out with each other. Like, we would still see each other at parties, say hey, you know, be around each other for a little bit. But, you know, we had two different friend groups, everything like that. Did we kind of already go over the question of what are the pros and cons?
Low key, but I don't think we did pros and cons.
Well, we didn't go like too deep into it, but like pretty much everything that we talked about is pretty much like all these questions.
Yeah.
But like the pros and cons of PV, maybe like the pros and cons of going to HBCU, you definitely do learn the history of a lot of things that you didn't know. Like at PV, like I feel like I learned a lot of history about African American culture that I didn't know beforehand, but I'm pretty sure that's with every HBCU. But the cons with PV, I would definitely say that it's unprofessional and that the people really don't be knowing what they got going on. People as in like, which one called the administration maybe. I remember second semester was finna start and it was like a whole lot of robberies going on in the university village, and the president had said something stupid. Yeah, something stupid, and everybody was on his ass about it. And it's just like, you're the president. Like, why would you say something like that? Like, come on. But yeah, PV just has a lot going on, and even when it came to them robberies and my building catching on fire, I just felt like they weren't very sincere about it, because they were so worried about, do you have your renter's insurance? Do you have this? Do you have that? Which is like we're at a school. I don't expect for my dorm to be getting broken into. I don't expect for my bumper to be getting taken off my car. Like, that was literally happening. Like, people's bumper was getting taken off their car. People's tires was getting taken off their car. People's like rooms was getting like messed up. Like, people was coming into their room, breaking into their stuff and just tearing their shit up. And then even with my building catching on fire, I just felt like they were very much trying to put the blame on us, because a girl jumped out of my building from the 3rd floor, and PV or someone, a worker from PV, told her, you can't sue PV because we're not going to give you no money. They're basically trying to make it seem like she took the advantage or whatever to jump out. Like, she literally didn't have no other route but to jump out. Like, her room door would not open at all because of the fire. So what do you want her to do? Burn? Like, come on, like, be for real. So I just felt like, you know, with a whole lot of things, maybe they just don't think before they say a lot of stuff. But yeah, that was all the questions. I don't even know how many questions we don't know, but maybe like 50 questions we don't know.
For real, that was a lot of questions.
But that's the end of this video. My camera is finna die. Like, luckily we got through all of it before. I don't even know what it's. Oh, an hour. Okay. So this thing, y'all. Okay, y'all seen us eat that Chick-fil-A. I know y'all like, Janai, you barely ate any, so you barely ate any. But we ate enough, okay? So y'all go ahead again. Go ahead and check her channel out. Go ahead and check her Instagram out. Yes, everything will be in the description down below. I'm going to get that for y'all. And yeah, that's that. I'm going to see y'all in the next one.
Bye, guys.
So, bye.